Okay. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6". They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on third down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And this is going to be incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Here we go. 3-19.
On 3rd down. That's Pierce. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go again with Pierce. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Here with Pierce. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage. The
Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And they'll go on the ground. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Green 39.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Let's go. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
Detroit.
They're set up to throw. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he's brought down. There are the numbers for McDonald from a week ago. 5 catches, 67 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 0-0 our score. Charles and I back to Denver after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Let's go! 3-19!
And they'll run it here. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle, no running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken very short. And some room to maneuver. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run. This is Pierce. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. Over the middle, complete. It's Hughes. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. but sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
How many times do we hear from coaches getting north and south as a runner, especially in short yardage situations? I'd say 3rd and 1 counts. That didn't happen there.
Instead, they went backwards. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They go play action here on 1st down. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
A first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll drop the throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. A.J. Tarpley in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Let's go. Green, 30.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
His throw incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 41-yard line. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. We're just 2 minutes away from sending you to Orlando for Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report, so don't forget about that coming up shortly.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a halftime without him, and we thank him for doing the highlights. Let's go get a snack.
Now back to throw, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver, and it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. A big rush by the Texans, and they block it. Accelerating, and off he goes. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And a lot of times you talk about establishing the ground game, probably something they need to do more of here losing in the second quarter.
When you're riding your best horse, you've got to lather him up. The best running backs I've ever talked to, they've all said the exact same thing to me. I'll even break a good sweat until I get to 20 carries.
You're full of good wisdom. Let's see if they can get him into the game more now. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So a defensive timeout, chance to that'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Broncos haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Texans have come in and looked good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, let's roll those highlights. Broncos opening drive. Offensive line won't be able to hold up here. This will go as a loss of 10. Now early in the second, the blocking here will free up the run, and he'll take this all the way for the touchdown. As they jump out in front, 6-0. Set up now, 3rd and 7. Carpenter's able to zero in on the QB here. This will go as a loss of 10. Dixon's back to punt it away. Jerry's going to get a shot here, and he'll win the sprint to the end zone. The lead now at 11.
All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They'll look to throw here on first down. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The Broncos on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. To the football, it's blocked.
Well, that field goal block pretty much sums up the day for them, doesn't it?
Boy, it really does. What's the word we often use? Symptomatic. It's just been a sign of how this one's gone.
Give a lot of credit to the guys who got in and blocked the kick. They've had the advantage all game, and they continue to press it.
And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, finding some room at midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. A gain of 39 that time.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be a touchdown. It's their quarterback with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Texans will extend their lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Gonna give this time to the tailback. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Let's go! Blue line!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's McDonald. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now. Green 39.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
False start, offense.
Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
They're going to look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now they'll run on the draw. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Brandon Dunn in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the 2nd half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady. Get those gains and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. The play clock's running down. They'll set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shane Ray. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. On the carry, this is Pierce. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they're regarding against the pass.
Broncos coming hard, and it's blocked. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. And the Denver Broncos are in for 6.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Now McManus for the extra point. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it here with Pierce. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Second down following the run. Now a handoff as they run left side. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Texans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The Texans send the punter out. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Well, too much oomph. Too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Snapper, green, 39, green.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Treston Decoud picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. A.J. Tarpley in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Let's go. Blue 90.
They'll drop to throw. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They are on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. And we just seen a late lead change there. 49ers in front. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. They find some open field here. 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
All right, here we go.
On 3rd down, it's Pierce. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Houston, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week against the